Alright, that'll be $30. Good luck on whatever you got. Blind date? A lot of that going on today. I don't get it with you kids these days. Why kiss someone you can't even see? That's ridiculous. What if it ain't even the right person? Yeah, at least you're not a weirdo. Got a bunch of weirdos earlier today. Yeah. Well, knock 'em dead or whatever.
Hey there. Your eyes lit up when you read the signs, so I'm gonna take a wild guess and say you're also on a blind date. Hold it, hold it. You're not the first person to ask me. Maybe it's because there's a lot of blind dates happening here, or maybe because I just look that good. Either way, let's both make sure we're the right person. We'll shout out the code we got on the app on the count of 3. Ready? 3, 2, 1. 2821. Well, we both have the same code, so that means it really is you. Wow, this is actually happening. I'm really going through this, aren't I? Oh no, it's not you. And I'm not gonna bail or anything. I'm just nervous. I've never had a date, or a blind date before. It just feels like a dream until it's right in front of you. Oh, right. Where are my manners? I'm Maxwell. Just Maxwell. It's fine. You? The name fits the face perfectly. Well, let's take a walk through history. Together.
Welcome, everyone, to the Grand Excellency Museum. Natural history, archaeology, art, science, dead species and societies. We have it all. On a day as romantic as this, who could ever say no to learning just how far love has driven our civilization at large?
She has the knack for dramatics, doesn't she?
Please check your pamphlets. If you see a big red letter A on there, then congratulations, you're with me.
Yeah, that's us.
I am the amazing Yuna, your tour guide, and I plan on taking you to such amazing places, like the final age of the beast who dominated the planet, the culture and civilization of a beautiful island, and a grand empire which has captivated the world for generations. I hope y'all are excited as I am. If you're ready, follow me to exhibit number 3, the Cretaceous period.
The tour shouldn't take too long. I say we go on it, then stop by the cafe for lunch. After that, I'll let you decide if we should stay here or go somewhere else. How's that sound? Good, good. I'm down for anything, so don't worry about disappointing me. Frankly, I'm more scared you'll be bored here. I'm not calling it boring. I just want to make sure you like it. This place, it means a lot to me, and I felt like you hating it would cause. Never mind. We're almost here.
Where better to begin our tour than with the end? Not of our world, of course, but the old one. Yes, the Cretaceous period was the last era of the dinosaurs before their extinction. But we shouldn't think of it as an era of ends. It was still the beginning of many things. Grass was just starting to grow from the ground. More and more species were evolving, be they reptile, bird, insect, fish, or even mammal. Tectonic plates started to resemble the continents we know now. We're still learning so much about this fascinating time period. Tomorrow, something could be dug up which could change our entire understanding of it. In your very backyard. Just like these skeletal reconstructions here. They're the reason we had to put this era in our biggest room. Here's the famous Triceratops. Our manager for this area calls her Sarah because she's an old nerd. But we have a bigger girl, or at least I think she's a girl, called the Argentinosaurus. She's very hard to miss. I like to call her Archie because I'm not very creative. We have even more than that all around here. Creatures you may not even have heard about. And even statues of what they might have looked like. Feel free to go around and learn whatever you can about them. You might even see some reflections of the world we live in today. Above all else, this exhibit shows that there are no ends, just new beginnings.
New beginnings. It's a lot more flowery than I'd like, but it certainly makes you feel inspired, doesn't it? So, what do you think? I'm more of a Triassic guy myself, but I don't find this room boring by any stretch of the word. Yeah, big lizard. Wanna go see up close? Amazing, isn't it? These dragons, these monsters, these beasts of legend. They walked on the same ground we walk today. I dare call it magical. That? Oh, that's just a fish with a smaller fish inside it, which probably didn't finish digesting before the meteor hit. This place doubles as a gallery of nightmares. As fascinating as they aren't as mysterious as you. I mean, you have a description slightly to your left. So, tell me a little about yourself. Yeah. Yeah, I get that. Really? Oh, I've never guessed. So this is your first date? I see. I'll say this isn't my first, but I'll leave it at that. It's not a fun story. So, what do you think of the fossils? I guess cool is a good word. Personally, I went to the museum as a kid to learn and read all the descriptions. Just the kind of person I am. But I can respect just awing at the bones. It's what they're there for. Yeah, you can say I'm a dork like that. This isn't just fun. It's a place of sophistication. It's a place of reflection on the past and present, and maybe in the future. And how we'll be remembered when our era is inevitably... Oh, hey, it's Bill! That's Bill. No, that's a tourist who can't control his kid. He's looking at Bill. Yes, Bill is a giant turtle. Both of them. That's the Archelon as we found it, and next to it is a sculpture of how the Archelon looked when it had skin. Possibly. Anyway.
Yes, Maxie, I've been moisturizing. What'd you think?
Don't scare me like that!
What's your problem with me, sweetheart? First, I'm too loud, then I'm too quiet. You sure it's not a problem with your ears?
For the last time, just call me Maxwell. Also, hi, Yuna.
For the last time, you sounds cuter. You should have stuck with that. And hello, Maxie. Long time no see. Thought they pulled you backstage to make a sculpture of your youth, like Billy Boy over there. Oh, speaking of new additions, who's this? Ooh, a date with Maxie? Tell me more, tell me more. Blind date.
I need to go to the bathroom really quick. Sorry.
Oh, have fun. Maximilian Wellington. Glad to see him happy again. Right, well, this isn't exactly his first date. Hell, this isn't even his first date that I've seen personally. The last lady he won the heart of kind of ran out of nowhere. It was weird. After that, he only ever had energy for tours. But I was there for him. Yes, tours. He works here. We actually have the same job. I was just shifted today. But good for him. He gets to have a date in a place he's familiar with. No big risk there. I'm just glad he's finally gotten over it all.
Nuh-uh, Daddy said I can't see movement, so I just have to stand really still and shoot it with my gun. But there were no guns! It was like 100 years ago! I'd make one out of sticks and stuff, because I'm smart, and it's too dumb to build a gun.
Oh, looks like there's two kids over there arguing about the T-Rex again. I'll have to weigh in on this. I'll give everyone a few more minutes to look around before we move on. So, take as much time as you need. And enjoy!
I'm back. Sorry, it was crowded. So, she told you. I guess you'd find out sooner or later, but yeah, I'm a tour guide here. Funny how things work out like that. The job itself is fine, pays as well as I need it to. It's gotten a lot easier. I've been doing it for like 3 years after all. Kind of want to change, but hey, things change in here all the time. This is around when everyone gathers up to go a million years to the future. Before that, want to get a picture with Bill? Great, alright. Come here. Just a little to the left, so his other eye's in frame. There we are. Nice to have him back. 3, 2, 1.
Everyone gather up. It's time to go millions of years into the future. Follow me to our next wonderful exhibit.
It's kind of a long walk from here. Not sure why they chose this order. So, since you found out what I do for a living, what about you? What puts bread on the table? Interesting. Not as interesting. I think you mean more. Yeah, a museum job might sound like an adventure every day, but it's mostly just telling the same few stories with a few words changed around. I can handle it because I grew up passionate about this stuff, but sometimes it gets hard. Okay, it's mostly a bunch of immature children or man-children getting mad that what we teach in here doesn't match what they heard on YouTube or several decades ago from a movie. You get how it is. Everyone has a PhD until they're asked how to show their work. I like it. And I don't like it. It's hard to describe. But I think every job's like that at some point. Frankly, it's nice to be on the other side for a change. Seeing how Yuna does her tours. I try to make mine as professional as I can. But I can see the value in having fun with it, as she'd put it. What about you? Do you like the tour? Good. If there's something we don't cover that you're interested in, feel free to ask me. I'm trained on every... Okay, not every, but most of the objects in this place. Your eyes seem to light up when you see something fascinating. And I'd love to see more of that. Speaking of which, this should be good.
I'd like to introduce everyone to the island you may know as Guam. To the Chamorro people, it is Guahan. We'll be focusing on their culture as it was before Spanish, German, Japanese, and American occupation and colonization. On a day of love, I found it fitting to talk about two tales of love from this island's culture. One familial and one romantic. We'll begin before anything began. According to Chamorro legend, there were two gods, brother and sister, Butan and Fuuna. They were alone in the universe, but they had each other. But one day, An ill Putan asked his sister to take him apart and use him to create something magnificent. She took both of his eyes and created the sun and moon. She took his eyebrows and created rainbows. His remaining body would become the earth and sky. He was beautiful, but he was also gone. This made Fauna cry until the earth was filled with her colossal tears. The ocean. Wanting to be with her brother again, she formed herself into Fuha Rock and collided with the earth, creating Fuha Point, where all life began. And that's actually a place you can visit in Guam. We also have a detailed, wonderful scale model right here. Chamorro culture is obscure, but we have many replicas showing just how fascinating it is. Feel free to take a look around before I tell you another sad love story about a breathtaking landmass.
Yeah, replicas. See, a lot of museums aren't exactly ethical when it comes to cultural preservation. My boss has a massive fascination with other cultures across the globe, but she's interested in not locking people's own history away from them. The compromise was to hire a team that specializes in making exact replicas of artifacts. It's not fraud if they're advertised as replicas. I'm glad you get it. Some people really don't, but seriously, does it matter if you're looking at the real thing? It's still nice to look at. It doesn't matter if it's fake. Hey, look! A laddie stone! These are big hunks of carved rock that were used to support their houses back in the old times. They also buried their dead around these things. It's a replica, so don't worry, we didn't steal someone's gravestone. Today, they're like symbols of modern Chamorro people. It's amazing how people can just persevere through. Whoa! I'm fine. Probably just didn't eat as much as I thought. There's a coffee machine nearby. Wait, you're gonna get it? Seriously? That's very nice of you. Go ahead. I'll be right here.
Hey, Listy. What do you think? Your nickname's silly. You strike me as a good listener since you've been so quiet. So I figured, Listy. And now that I think about it, it feels too forced. I'll come up with something with your actual name later. Anyways, what you doing, sweetie? Maxie suddenly got tired, and you're giving him a cup of coffee to refresh? That's so romantic. God, he hit the dating jackpot today. Stuff like that's usually reserved for, like, the third date, I think. I don't know. That's just what I've read. Never actually been on one. And not going to be. Look, it was just something I did for fun. Nothing else. Besides, at least I'm glad I got to see Maxie in a better mood. You two look cute together. And just seeing you do sweet things like that is enough for me. Speaking of which... Maxie, your hero is here.
Yuna? Again?
I think this makes me a third wheel.
You're not the third wheel.
Then I can be your wingman. Psst. Sometimes in our Renaissance room, people mistake him for one of our Greek statues. And every time he introduces Marie Curie in the science section, I swear I see her portrait swooning.
She was a widow! Please, just give me the coffee. Thanks.
So, what are your plans after all this? Movie? Fancy dinner? Watching fireworks at the bridge?
We haven't decided yet. Why?
Oh, I don't know. I was just thinking maybe I could.
I think you're on schedule for another presentation.
I am? Oh, I am. Everyone, gather around. I have the perfect story to tell you on a day as romantic as this. Wahan did have a caste system, Mata'ao being the top dog, so to speak. One day, a Mata'ao man met a beautiful woman, but she was Manachang. That means she was socially lower than him. Despite this, they fell in love. This was strictly forbidden, and the man's relatives chased him down. With no other choice, they ran to the highest peak they could. They both braided their hair to the others and jumped off, perishing together. Imagine loving another person that much. Oh, we have a scale model of that place. 2 Lovers Point. Amazingly made. But it's nothing compared to the actual peak. We also encourage you to come back and learn more, or check out any of our other exhibits. But for now, we have one last location to visit.
Don't worry about my face. I'm just thinking about something stupid. Come on, let's just finish this tour and do whatever we want after.
What hasn't been said about ancient Egypt? That it's boring? And I don't think that anyone's ever going to be saying that. There's a lot I can talk about here, and I will. There will be an additional 10-minute presentation by the end of this exhibit's time. But for now, let's talk about love today. We have a replica of Ideat and Ryu, 2 women sculpted as a married couple. We have pictures of Khnumhotep and Nyankhnum, often cited as one of the first gay couples in recorded history. Every topic relating to how queer people were viewed during this time has been debated for centuries. What matters is that queerness certainly existed back then, just like it has existed throughout all of history. And it's never going to stop existing. Remember that for this Day of Love.
Day of love. Day of love. Oh, Gino. No! I need some fresh air. I need to go outside. How about we just go outside and breathe, then we can come back and look whatever time period.
I shouldn't be using the speaker for this, but I keep thinking about all these love stories I'm telling you all, and it's getting to me. If you're expecting a date, ignore me. But I'm looking for someone who used Eternal Dove. It's a blind dating app.
No. We need to go now.
If your code was 2821, please step forward.
Please, don't.
Oh, hey. What's up? Why do you look so scared? Why? Why did you just step forward? You're Maxie's date. Max? Why does your blind date have my code? Max? Is there something you didn't tell me?
You should really learn about keeping things to yourself.
You stole my date? How?
Amazing what you can do with whiteout and a pen. Hey, on the bright side, you finally have a Saturday off.
You swapped our shifts. That's why I couldn't punch in today. Why? Why the hell did you do this?
If I don't get a kiss from the person of my dreams, neither do you.
That's it. That's what this is about. Everyone, gather around because I have a real juicy tale for you. A long time ago, about 2 months, Maxie Waxy Pudding and Pie had a date. And the date left him. And historians agree that instead of moving on like a normal person, he had to take his anger out on someone who didn't even do anything. The exact details are still debated, but it's likely he took advantage of his best friend. She was just excited that she scored herself a blind date, and maybe she shared a little too many details. But he broke my heart. Over what?
Over what? Give me the mic, I'll tell you. November 15th, AD 2025, post-industrial era. I had a date near this very spot with a beautiful woman. She was out of this world, out of my league, out of my frickin' tax bracket. And we were actually hitting it off. But then you had to come over. I told her so many times, Yuna, I don't like being called Maxie. Yuna, please don't call me sweetheart. We aren't dating. Yuna, it's Maxwell. Maxwell, my name is Maxwell. But she didn't listen. Instead, she saw me in public and hit me with so many Maxie boys and sweethearts and honeys and whatever. My date saw it and slapped me, called me a womanizing pig, and left. And so, I went home with a frown on my face, tears in my eyes, and a cup of Ben & Jerry's. And through it all, she never stopped to ask why I was so down.
I thought you just had a bad date with the bad woman. I didn't know.
All the talk of you getting your perfect date sickened me. I wanted revenge. So I switched our shifts. I hijacked your date, and I didn't listen to my own conscience. I did it. I did this because I thought it would make me feel better and satisfied and vindicated or something. But a small part of me knew that I was just being an asshole. And now that day's finally come. I feel nothing. All I did was lose a friend.
Maxwell, I'm sorry I didn't ask you how you were doing. You looked calm. I wish I could be as collected as you are. I didn't think being playful could ever ruin something for you.
Instead of talking to you, I did this. Because it's the only way I thought you'd finally listen. I wasted my time, and I hurt someone. To Yuna's date, please stand up and come forward. I'm sorry I led you on and tricked you over nothing. Despite what I've said, Yuna's a wonderful, kind, energetic, intelligent, bright person. I promise you, it'll be a great date.
Hello.
Oh, well, they left.
Shit!
Well, with our presenters gone, I think I'll have to take over. But don't worry, I've watched YouTube videos on this. Hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of years ago.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the damn scheme. You don't deserve to have your date ruined because of me.
And I'm sorry I overreacted.
Oh, please. If anything, you underreacted. I deserve prison time for this. Give me the hat. This was supposed to be my shift. I'll finish the tour. Again, I'm sorry for all this. I don't ask for forgiveness. Both of you, have a wonderful date.
So, I guess. Give me a second. Maxwell, give me the hat.
Huh? Yuna, what are you...
Now say goodbye to it. This all started because I couldn't listen, so I'm ending it. Both of you are coming with me, as far away from work as possible, and we're going to talk until we reach an understanding, whatever it is. And hopefully have some fun on the way.
You really mean it?
It's a day of love, Maxwell, not the day of awkward conversation and mistakes. Let's be real with each other and let them get to know the real us.
Well, lucky you. 2 dates in 1 day. The walk through history is nice, but how about we talk about the now for a change?
Well, what are you two waiting for? Come on. You heard the scary dove lady. The date has to happen or else. So let's go.
Wait, what? Yuna, I didn't actually download the app. What dove lady? What's gonna happen? Yuna!
This is Eagle. Date has officially commenced. Heartbreaker is to be reclassified as non-target. I repeat, Heartbreaker is not to be punished. I love it when things work out. Huh? On 31st Street? Date evasion? Over a hair color? Some people. Alright, tranquilizer loaded. Let's teach him a lesson about love.